Come on in, everyone. Come on in because we are here for Ready to Love Season 10, Episode 3, y'all. And how'd y'all like the episode? We got to see the coming together. It was called the All Together Now. Everyone is back together. You know what? I feel a little bit optimistic about this show right now. I think we might get some matches coming out of this season. That's what I'm hoping for. It looks like we had a lot of connections, so we definitely going to have to talk about the connections. This is going to be my last video of Ready to Love for a while, y'all. I am going on vacation for a couple of weeks. You see, I got my vacation hair in. I got my vacation crochet hair in. I'll leave the link down in the comment of this hair that I'm wearing. I got it on Amazon, y'all. I'm liking it so far. How y'all like it? How do y'all like it? Just in case any of y'all want to check it out, you can. But I'm going to be on vacation. I am going to Japan and to Korea. So pray for me, y'all, because there's been a lot of plane crashes. So normally I'm not afraid of flying at all, but with all these plane crashes, I'm having a little bit of anxiety over it. So definitely pray for my safe travels. Me and my husband, we're going together. And I'm going to end up seeing you guys, I guess, in a couple of weeks. But we still got to talk about this episode before I go. So I'm going to play my little intro. But while I'm playing my intro, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you after the intro plays. Okay, y'all, we didn't really have no real crazy drama this episode, but we did get to meet everybody, so I did enjoy that. I mean, we started off in the club in the mixer, Tommy doing his little stand-up, trying to get a few laughs. Eddie, he's all happy because he's saying, I'm glad I'm gonna get to meet these next group of people so I can weigh my options. Later on, we see that he's taking a liking to Coley. Coley has settled down. Three women settled down this episode. Coley settled down. Sahara settled down, and I think Kiara toned it down a little bit too. So I think we're seeing a few women who toned it down a little bit. But then on the other hand, we got this other lady, Angie, who's the bartender. She done turned it up. I mean, the way she hemming up Wayne, it's a little too much for me. It really is a little too much. She's already calling him about not calling her. And as we find out, he ended up going home and he got a nasty attitude about going home. He should go home. He got some issues. Wayne definitely got some issues. We're going to have to talk about that. But Tommy's up on stage telling his jokes, saying he happy. Thank you on TV, Ready to Love, for giving him a job. He said he ain't trying to give up no checks. Not at all. And then he proceeds to go ahead and introduce the 11 from heaven. That's what he called them. 11 from heaven. And True, right away, she's excited because she says, ooh, I'm really into some dark chocolate skin, chestnut brown skin. And we got a lot of it coming on out here right now. And then we get to see Sahara's new outfit for this episode. And she got these pom-poms on the top of her head, looking like something out of the Barbie movie. I don't know, Sahara. It was giving LL Cool J, around the way girl, sitting on the corner sucking on a lollipop. Is this what LL Cool J meant when he was talking about the around the way girl standing on the corner sucking on a lollipop? Because that's exactly what it is given right now. Francisco up there on the stage, still sweating like a pig. I don't know what's wrong. He walk around with a sweat rag with him. I gave him a little bit of break last episode because they had him out there in that hot sun. But now you indoors, Francisco, with the air conditioner on, the AC on, and you still over here sweating like a pig. I mean, are you going through menopause or what? Because right now, Francisco, I'm kind of wondering what you're doing to be sweating like this. Are your hormones out of balance? Because that's what happens when folks like me be going to menopause. Right now, it's looking like a menopause sweat. Coley says she is back. She is back. And she said that she is ready to relax. She not all wound up tight like she was last time. Good. I hope she not going to walk around saying no crazy jokes, sounding crazy again. And then she gets to meet Eddie, and Eddie like what he sees. She like Eddie, Eddie like her. I can see these two having a bond. I really can. I can see the spark with them already. She tells us that her last relationship was 4 years ago. And Eddie said, let me let you know right now, Coley, I'm intentional. I'm intentional and I'm ready to build a family. I'm ready to build a legacy. So that tells me right there what Eddie was telling Coley right there, that he's interested in her. Because he's letting her know right now that I'm ready to be intentional with a woman, and it might be you. It might be you. Then Francisco, he gets to sit down and talk a little bit to Deanna, the firefighter. And Deanna's impressed with their muscles. She really is impressed with their muscles. And she asks, what do you do, Francisco, for fun, for your hobby? He said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't do much besides go to the gym, pump iron, and take steroids to mess up your hormones. I don't know what he's doing. He said he like the old man on the bike. He don't really like cardio, but he does a little bit of cardio. I don't know what's going on with Francisco right now. It's giving me a little bit shallow. You just a gym rat. I don't know. He says he works for the housing authority. He's a diversionary liaison. I was over there cracking jokes last week about Sahara was looked like she was on Section 8, and we come to find out Francisco worked for Section 8. Sahara better be careful. She don't want that man to downgrade her voucher. She better make sure she don't rub Francisco the wrong way, because he might snatch that voucher from her. But he was liking what he saw in Deanna. He says, we could be a little power couple. I mean, they look good together. They both got their salt and pepper hair going on. They got the look going well. But I don't know if they're going to end up making a good couple. Maybe they will. I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. I'm gonna put them in the category of maybe too, because I'm trying to be hopeful this season. I'm trying to hope we get some matches. So I'm gonna be optimistic. But Deanna, she gonna have some competition, because Frisco said he like Tay Tay. Tay 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 Tay. And Tay like his body, but I don't know if Tay's gonna like everything else about him. Eddie over here getting called an F boy when he meeting the new ladies. He's like, what? Why are you calling me an F boy? Naeem, he says, I'm gonna be truthful and honest. He decides to tell Tay right up front that he got 5 kids by 3 baby mamas. You might as well get it out the way, Naeem. Get it out the way, so that way if people ain't down with it, they can just move on. And Tay said, I ain't with this. I am not with this at all. She was like, well, did you marry him? He said, nope, I didn't marry none of them. There ain't no timeline on marriage. Obviously, there ain't no timeline, and ain't no kid limit either. Naeem said, can't nothing make me get married to no woman, no timeline, nor having 5 kids by 3 different women. What can get you to the altar, Naeem? He said he's a sucker for love. He ain't no sucker for marriage. He ain't no sucker for love. He must be a sucker for loving them and leaving them and not putting on a condom. That's what he's a sucker for. Cam is another one we wondering why he's here. He was on the bottom too, running around talking to Shanice, talking about, he loves being a firefighter and everything, but he says he's not really into marriage. He's just into being happy. Then don't be coming on here, because I think these women on here want to get married. They want to get married. Cam, you might need to go on over to Love Island or something like that, some other show over there on TLC or something, because women over here are trying to get married. They're not trying to just be into your happiness. But Rose is running around telling men she caters to men. Frisco is running over to Kiara saying that he forgot her name, but he says, I better talk to you so you don't put me on the bottom. Obviously, he's not interested in Kiara. Sahara done found her somebody new to hook up with. She done found herself Hussein. He said he want a confident woman, and he said right now Sahara is confident. She got to be confident wearing them pom-poms on her hair. She's absolutely confident. You know what? Hussein is saying all the right words to Sahara. Says, he's loving what he's seeing with her. And even though she's saying her last relationship was toxic, I still got to figure out what Sahara and Hussein have in common. Because Hussein was the one saying he's a visual artist. Is he just liking the Sahara because she looked like a cartoon character? Because he is into art. Angie over here still hitting up Cam, talking about, are we going to go on a date or what? She really is pushy. She pushy, pushy, pushy. Let me tell you, that's not attractive. That's way too forced. She going to turn a lot of people off. She better be glad that this week the women got a pass, because I'm going to tell you, next week, I wouldn't be surprised if she on somebody's bottom, because Angie, She doing a whole lot, a whole lot. Wayne was on the bottom. He should be on the bottom because everyone he talked to, he didn't have no good answers. When he was talking to Rose, he said, she asked him, "Are you ready for marriage?" He says he wants to take baby steps. He says, and I'm not really looking to get married no time soon because society has made a mockery of it. Well, you ain't gonna be married to society. You gonna be married to me. So what you talking about? It sounds like a whole lot of excuses, Wayne. Tommy was clowning him on the stage, talking about, "Look at Wayne, look at Wayne." That's cold, Tommy. That was mean, but it was true. It was mean, but true. I guess they was trying to trick us to make us think Deanna and Ken would hook up since they the two firefighters. But Deanna said she don't date nobody on the job. She said absolutely not, and I don't date nobody shorter than me. And you both, you own the job and you shorter than me. And Deanna started telling him, she started one upping him. She started telling him, "I'm an instructor. I ain't just no firefighter. I train the new cadets. I done got promoted over you. You a rookie." And Ken was like, "Dang, you ain't gotta be mean." Deanna said she trying to shed all her masculine energy, but she didn't shed it this episode. It was full on front and center. Full on front and center. Girl, you're gonna need to try harder to hide it, Deanna, because you didn't do a good job this episode. You didn't hide it at all, girl. Cam came away saying she rude. She is rude. I don't want to be with her anyway. They had a little cute date with a bunch of people. True, Kiara, Shanice, Hussein. They all went out not ice skating, roller skating. And Shanice had her titties out again. This girl, everything she wear, ugh. You know, Shanice, I don't like your outfits. I think it's way, way too much. We tried to give you a pass on the first episode where you had that little crisscross thing on. But this episode, you done bust out two more outfits that I want to say, no, put those on pause. Those need to be put on pause too. True, the other one that was calling out people all episode, True and Cam. True was calling out Naeem, talking about, "I gave you my number. Why didn't you call me?" But Naeem started telling me all this stuff about the green bubble and the blue bubble. I didn't know nothing about the green bubble and the blue bubble text, y'all. Naeem had to educate me. I guess you learn a whole lot when you got 5 baby mamas and 3 kids. Because Naeem was, letting me know that True was trying to give him the fake number because she was being all cautious. But, True said, "That don't matter. You should have texted me anyway." But they're not gonna be no good match. I don't even know who's gonna be a good match for Naeem because Naeem's saying he been a people pleaser all his life. So what he doing right now is he ain't doing nothing for nobody, but doing everything for himself. That's another bad opening line. I mean, your first opening line of 5 kids by 3 different women, that's a bad opening line. But this next one, Naeem, you not doing nothing for no one. You doing it all about yourself. That's another bad line. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get rid of your people pleasing ways. But I need to talk to those people to see if you really are a people pleaser, Naeem, because you might be self-confessed or professed a people pleaser, but we need to see what them other people are saying. Because you ain't married none of them women, so I don't know who you was pleasing because you didn't marry none of them. But not Shanice was shaking her head. She's saying, "Yeah, me too. I had to learn to say no. I had to learn it from Oprah." I know you did learn it from Oprah because you after Oprah's money too. Shanice said, "I'm gonna be just like Oprah. I'm gonna have the money Oprah. I'm gonna be a billionaire like Oprah. I'm gonna do all that, all that." Later on in the episode, we see Shanice crying, talking about she just want a person to be also take care of her because she's always taking care of other people. Well, girl, stop leading with your money. It's like a rich man saying, "Why do women only want me for my money?" when that's what he leads with. Soon as he meet a woman, he talking about how much money he got, and then he mad of why women want him for his money. That's Shanice. She want to be taken care of. She don't want a man always leaning on her. She don't always want to be the strong one because she needs support too. I agree. Then girl, stop leading with all your accomplishment and how strong you are. Maybe if you don't present all how strong you are, people won't be coming around looking at you like you can lift them up too. Shoot, lead with some weaknesses. I don't know. Lead with some vulnerability. But Jay and Kiara, man, they hit it off real well. Let me tell you, Kiara came on here last week talking about my man, my man, my man, my man. Well, it looks like she found her man, her man, her man, her man. Because she said, right now, I don't know if anything can become between me and Jay. I mean, in the deliberation room at the end, she was talking about, she told Jay her gas tank was empty. And he's like, "Follow me to the gas station." He filled up her gas tank with a whole tank of gas. Shoot, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money because shoot, out here in California, premium is $5 a gallon. It's gonna cost you at least $50, $50, $60 to fill up your gas tank. Kiara says she wants the fairy tale, and Jay says that's good because I'm here to give it to you. I sure hope so, Jay, because you ain't married no woman. That woman you was with for 10 years, you didn't marry her. You had 2 kids, you a single dad, look like you stepping up, you doing your thing. Very good. But I want to know why you didn't marry that woman. Jay tells us he's real touchy-feely, that physical touch is his love action. And Kiara said, that's good because I like to be touched too. But what I want to know, Jay, since you said you kind of fall hard, fall fast, you want the fairy tale, you want all this, I want to know why that woman that you had them kids with wasn't the one. Wasn't the one. They both say they only children. How does that work? Two only children dating each other. How's that going to work out in the end? But they two only children. I think they both got 2 children. They both like physical touch. And like I said, Kiara's like, my man, my man, my man. So, hey, you know what? Maybe it's going to be a winner. Maybe it will be a winner. I just still need to know first why Jay didn't marry that woman. Is he afraid? Does he got fear of abandonment or anything like that where he gets close to a woman, but he can't never really pull the trigger in the very end because he's really afraid to do it? What's going on, Jay? We're going to need to find out. Kiara, you need to find out too before you go all in. But on another date, it was between Coley, Eddie, Wayne, and Angie. They all went out. And Coley, you know what? Like I said, this episode, she really showed a different side of herself. She got real tender and sweet as she was telling us about her brother that she lost. Everybody got to hear a good little moment, a sensitive moment with her about that. And let me tell you, that drew Eddie in. Let me tell you, tears can draw a man in. And those tears and Coley's sensitive side drew Eddie in, made him like her even more. But after that day was over, Angie said, I need to talk to you, Wayne. I need to tell you about yourself. And that's when she proceeded to tell him, if you got a connection with me, you're going to need to pursue me. She started giving him instructions, exactly what to do. He was like, she need to give me a little space. She need to back up off of me. She doing a little bit too much too soon. And she said, the choice is yours, but you better hurry up and make it. He said, well, maybe I don't want to make it after you giving me all these doggone instructions. She told that man, you better hurry up because I might whoop your ass if you don't. He says, oh, I definitely ain't going to do it now. He definitely ain't going to do it. But when Angie was sitting there talking to everyone, she said she used to be married before. I didn't know she was married. I thought she said she was engaged and the man passed away before they got married. Which one is it? I'm getting confused now, Angie. I thought you lost your fiance. Or maybe she's just kind of like saying that she was married. Or was she married and then lost a fiance too? I can't follow it. I can't follow it. But she said she had a man that paid for everything, but it came at a heavy price. He told her everything to do too. He said, I'm paying for everything and you're going to do everything I say. And she said, I don't want that no more. I need to make my own money, so I can't be having to do what other men always tell me. No, she done gone from getting bossed around by her ex-fiance or whoever, her husband, to now deciding she going to boss men around. What a turnaround, Angie. They had another date at this pottery class. They was doing the pottery class, and that's when Fritz and Tay decided they still gonna like each other a little bit. And then Tay also started getting into Khalil a little bit. Uh-oh, Rocky, you got a little bit of competition. Khalil said he might like Tay better than he liked Rocky. Go figure. That's not surprising. Rocky still needs a little bit more work on her outfits. Maybe she need to get that together. Get it together, Rocky. Get it together. But Cam decided he's going to try to push up on Tay just a little bit, calling her Miss Popular and everything. But don't matter because the minute he opened up his mouth, he started talking. Tay was like, I don't like you at all. He started talking about he's real masculine. He want a feminine woman. And Tay says, well, what if she a little mix between feminine and a little bit of masculine too? He said, that's okay because, when you get home, you're going to have to fall in line. And Tay said, I ain't falling nowhere. Definitely nowhere near you. She ain't interested. Cam said he ain't even into long-term relationship. Well, who's gonna fall in line with you when you just told us you struggle with long-term relationships? Why I want to fall in line with a man who ain't even gonna be around? Get out of here, Cam. But when they finally got to the deliberation room, the ladies walked in, all their waistlines was snatched. They was looking good. I gotta say, this season, there's a whole lot of good-looking women. Deanna was looking, her waistline was looking snatched. I mean, goodness, Shanice, She definitely must have had on some kind of waist trainer because she was snatched too. And everybody started talking about who they like, who they don't like. Angie and Coley like Eddie, Rocky and Rose like Fritz. Deanna, she's still into Francisco. And Kiara said that she likes Jay for sure. She gonna fight over Jay. No woman better not like Jay because Kiara done put her marker all over him. Tay said she's starting to like Khalil a little bit. And Sierra said Hussein and True like Hussein and Shanice like Hussein. Hussein got a lot of people that like him. But it was a no to Wayne and it was a no to Cam. They was on the bottom of a lot of women, and that's why they had to sit in the hot seat at the end of the episode. Cam was real nervous. Tay had to meet Cam, and she strung him along for a long time. Told him, a lot of women think you need to be a little bit more vulnerable. And Cam said, I done seen too much being a firefighter, too much death, too much casualty, too much. And I got all this trauma hidden inside of me. So, I just got to keep it all bottled in. If I let too much of it out, it might explode on you people. Maybe you need to go get some therapy then. Go get some therapy, Cam. I don't know. Cam, something tells me it's more than the job. Something tells me it is more than the job that makes you not be vulnerable. But I tell you, when Deanna sat Wayne down and started telling him he was on the bottom and he started opening up his mouth and talking, I was like, goodness, please send this man home. Send this man home. He was all happy at first. He was happy that it was Deanna when he walked into the restaurant because he said he feel like he know Deanna from a past life. He said he knows he wasn't calling the women back. He didn't call Coley. He didn't call Angie, all them women. He said he could be a little bit of a space cadet. He knows that about himself. And she said, yeah, a lot of women think you're a little bit neglectful. He said, I've heard it before. What? You heard it before? He said, yeah, all the time. All of my last relationships and everything, I'd be going 5-7 days without calling a woman. And then they want me to call them. And then I get mad because they act like I got to be obligated to call them. What? Let's rewind this. You say telling you in a relationship with women, you don't call them for 5 to 7 days. And then when they start telling you, why don't you keep in touch? Why don't you call? You really don't want to call because then what you say is you start to feel like you obligated to call them and that turns you off even more. Go get some therapy. Go get some therapy. When he got ready to go home, he sat on that little confessional talking that nasty talk, talking about he ain't here to stroke nobody's ego. And he said he don't care what people think. That's fine, Wayne. Bye. Bye, Wayne. Bye. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. So please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And I will talk to you guys when I get back from the vacation, which will be, I'll miss the next couple of episodes. Until then, take care, y'all. Take care. Bye.